Hello everyone, welcome to yet another session on time series, and it's presented by Shantala Kulkarni, Department of Statistics, Gokta PU College of Commerce and Science, Belgavi. So today we are going to study the second method under least squares, that is the parabolic or quadratic, or it's also known as second degree. Well, why it is known as second degree, let me explain to you all. Because we are going to use the quadratic equation, that is y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square. It's called as a quadratic equation, or it is also called a second degree, as it is here you have this 2 here and this degree is 2, and that's why it's also called as second degree. Now let me explain why exactly it is called as parabolic. It is called parabolic because, as I already told you all, it is linear because when you draw a graph, you will be getting a straight line. Now it's called parabolic because when you use this particular equation to draw a graph, iska meaning, what's the meaning of this? Means for that you should be knowing the value of a, you should be knowing the value of b, c, x, x square, y. When you know all these values and you plot a graph, it is going to be like this. It's going to be a parabola. It's going to be a parabola. That's why it's called as parabolic or quadratic equation, or it's also known as second degree equation. And y is equal to a plus bx, it's known as a straight line equation because when you know the value of a, you know the value of b, when you know the value of x, when you know the value of y, and when you draw a graph, you always get a straight line. That's why it's called as linear, straight line, or first degree that we already did in the previous class. So the quadratic equation here is y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square, where y denotes the actual value, x denotes the time points, a and b and c are the constants. Because there are three constants here, you will be having three normal equations, and the process is exactly same how to derive the normal equations. Now how do we derive the normal equations? Now see, this is your quadratic equation, y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square. Okay, now the same equation, what are we going to do? You make it summation y, then this a will change to na, then this b will become summation x plus c summation x square. The same equation is here. Now again to the same equation, you will be suffixing x. So this will become summation xy, a summation x plus b summation x square plus c summation x cube. What did you do? To this first equation, you started prefixing, I'm so sorry, x here, here, here. And this equation is here, right? Now the third one, the third normal equation is going to be, it is derived from this particular equation itself. Now this is the second normal equation, summation xy is equal to a summation x plus b summation x square plus c summation x cube. Now to this equation, what am I doing? Again I'm prefixing x here, that is going to be summation x square y, a summation x square plus b summation x cube, and the last one is going to be c summation x to the power 4. So one is the degree is increasing. That is how you are going to write the normal equation. If you look closely how all these three are interrelated, you can aram se write the normal equations, not at all difficult. Now the same condition applies here. Now when you make this condition like summation x is equal to 0, we want, see, the main basic concept here for the normal equation is to obtain the value of, or the constants a, b and c. Once you get the value of a, b and c, then automatically you have the values of x and you have the values of y in the question. So then you substitute and you come to the conclusion. So the main task here is to find the constants a, b and c. Now when you put summation x is equal to 0, this equation 3, where did it go? Yes, yeah, this particular equation 3, it becomes summation xy is equal to b summation x square. Okay, so therefore directly you are getting in this parabolic, the value of b is equal to summation xy divided by summation x square. But when you put summation x in this particular equation and when you put it in this particular equation, let us see which are the terms which become 0. This term becomes 0 and this term also becomes 0. See, when summation x is equal to 0, automatically summation x cube also becomes 0. That also becomes 0. Okay. So here this part becomes 0, this part becomes 0, and what remains is here, see, from this particular equation you are getting it, summation y is equal to na plus c summation x square, and from this particular equation you are getting summation x square y is equal to a summation x square plus c summation x to the power of 4. Now these two equations you have to solve as simultaneous equations, and I hope students you know what is the meaning of simultaneous equations. Simultaneous equations means with the help of x you will be finding the value of y, and with the help of y you will be finding the value of x. By making the numerical coefficients the same of either one of them, either you make the numerical coefficient of x same or of y same and you get the value of x and y. I'll be solving a simple simultaneous equation to make the concept more clear to you all. But first let us see what are the further things here. So when we solve equation 5 and 6, we obtain the values of a and c. So by substituting the values of x in the trend equation, the corresponding trend values can be obtained. So if you have to solve an example, and this is going to be exclusively for, this is a 10-mark question, and as I've already mentioned to you all, once when you have chosen a question on vital statistics or index number, just don't waste your time on solving parabolic or quadratic because it is time consuming. Yes, choice is yours. I'm just giving a simple advice to you all, that's it. Following or not following is absolutely your own decision. Now let me tell what is simultaneous equation. Now simultaneous equation, so now let me give a simple example of simple equation. For example, 2x plus y is equal to 4 and x plus 3y is equal to 2. These are the two equations. Okay. Now from these two equations I want to find the value of x and y. So basically you have learned this in school, how to solve the simultaneous equations, and I'm sure as soon as you have learned, you have forgotten also. So I'm repeating the process once more for you all. Now I want to either, this is called the numerical coefficient and this is called the algebraic coefficient. Okay. So either you make this numerical coefficient same of both this x and y, or you make this same. Whichever is easy, you are going to make the equation values same. Now in this equation, I am going to multiply to this particular equation, the whole term I am going to multiply by 2. So what this will be? 2x plus 6y is equal to 4. Okay. And this normal equation, what I am going to bring it down here, it's going to be 2x plus y is equal to 4. So you have to change the sign. That is also a rule in simultaneous equation. If it's plus, you will make it minus. If it is minus, you make it plus. So here these two items gets cancelled. So y is equal to 0. So when you get y is equal to 0, that value you put in any one of these equations and you get the value of x is equal to 0. I don't have enough space to explain, but then again when y is equal to 0, you put that particular equation and get the value of x. So that is how you solve simultaneous equation. We will see best how an example is being solved, and let us hope that you understand it, and I'm hoping yes you should understand. Now what's the example here? For the following time series, fit a parabolic trend of the type y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square with method of least square. Now what is the example? Let's see. Year is there, production is there, and the year is from 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007 and 2008. The production values are 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15 and 17. Now as I already told you all that the normal equations are the one which help you to make the columns. Now if you remember the normal equations, the columns what you need to make, I repeat or I will write the normal equation. See, this is our quadratic equation, bx plus cx square. Our first normal equation is going to be summation y na plus b summation x plus c summation x square, x cube. Then the next one is going to be summation, it's x square only, x square. This is going to be summation xy a summation x plus b summation x square plus c summation x cube. Right, I got confused here. So then last equation is going to be summation x square y is equal to a summation x square plus b summation x cube plus c summation x to the power of 4. Now see, you have to make total of y, you have to make total of x, total of x square, xy, x cube, x to the power of 4, x square, y. These are the columns you have to make, and that's the reason I wrote these normal equations to you all. So x and y is already there. The new x will be here. Then you write x square, you write x cube, you write x to the power of 4, x into y, x square into y. Now see, your year will change, the new year. See, now let us first see, it's n is equal to 7, and you should remember students, if it's odd, the middle, the new x values is going to be -1, -3, -5, -7, so on. And here this is odd, so the middlemost value straight away is going to become 0, and this will be -1, -2, -3, +1, +2 and +3, and straight away you get this summation x is equal to 0, and from here directly you get the value of b. Now what are the columns you're going to make is x square. You're going to make your x square column here. That is -3 into -3 is going to be 9. -2 into -2 is going to be 4. -1 into -1 is going to be 1. This is going to be 0. 1 into 1 is 1. 2 into 2 is 4. 3 into 3 is 9. And summation of x square value is 28. X cube. -3 into -3 into -3, minus into minus plus, then plus into minus is going to be a negative, and that's going to be -27. And this is minus into minus into minus, again is going to be a negative, -8. Similarly for 1, it's going to be -1. And for 2005, it's going to be 0. For 2006, it's going to be 1. For 2007, it's going to be 8. And for 8, it will be 27. And summation x cube will be 0. X cube also is going to be 0. X to the power 4 means you are going to multiply this particular term 4 times. This you multiplied by 3 times. You multiplied here by 2 times. This you will be multiplying by 4 times. Mane -3 into -3, that is C. -3 into -3 into -3 into -3. So minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus, minus into minus, it's going to be plus again. So 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 27 into 3 is 81. So you get 81 here. So this is 81. This is 81. You are going to multiply minus 2 4 times and you get the answer 16. Minus 1 4 times, you get the answer 1, 0, 0, 1, again 1, 2, you multiply 4 times, you get 16, 3, you multiply, you get 81, and the total of summation x to the power 4 is 196. The next column is going to be x into y. This is your y, x into y. So 8 into minus 3 is going to be minus 24. 10 into minus 2 is going to be minus 20. Then 11 into minus 1 is going to be minus 11. 12 into 0 is going to be 0. 14 into 1 will be 14. 15 into 2 will be 30. 7 into 3, 17 into 3 will be 51. And the total, like you are going to sum up the negative values, you are going to sum up the positive values. Find, simplify, you get summation xy is equal to 40, which is here. The last column is x square y. Where is your x square? X square into y. 8 into 9, 72. 10 into 4, it's going to be 40. 11 into 1, it's 11. The next term is going to be 0. 14 into 1 is 14. Then 15 fours are, it's going to be 60. Then 17 into 9, it's going to be 153. The total is, where are you? Yeah, the total is 350. The total is 350. So this is how you're going to make a column for a parabolic equation. Quite a big one. Then once you finish that, you have to write the quadratic equation. The quadratic equation, y is equal to a plus bx plus c square. Again, it becomes mandatory for you all to write all the three normal equations. Once you write all these three normal equations, your task is to substitute whatever total you have obtained, you have to substitute. In all of these, what is summation y total, what is summation x square, all these values you're going to substitute. Now see, that is what they have done here, See. So after substituting, what equations you are getting? 87 is equal to 7a plus 28c, 40 is equal to 28b, 350 is equal to 28a plus 196c. These two equations you have to solve a simultaneous equation. From here you are getting directly the value of b. So b is equal to 40 divided by 28, that is 1.428. So you already found the value of b, but you still have to find the value of a and c. So to find the value of a and c, you are going to solve this particular equation and this particular equation as simultaneous equations. And what they have done, that simultaneous equations, they have made the numerical coefficient of a as same. There it's 1. So they have, it becomes 350. Where is that? 350 is equal to 28a plus 196c. Then to this particular equation, this equation, they have multiplied by 4. It's multiplied by into 4, you get this answer. This particular equation, when you multiply by 4, you get here. So we have made this 7 same, that is 28, and here this is already there, it's here. Clear? Then as the rule says in simultaneous equation, if it's plus you're going to make minus, if it's minus you're going to make plus. So then it's done that all here. So 350 minus 348 is going to be 2, and 28 minus 28 gets cancelled. In 196 you remove 84c remains, so therefore c is equal to 2 divided by 84, that is 0.023, which is here. Then you put it in any one of the equations. Either you put in this particular equation, I mean the one which you have not multiplied, the original equation, in this equation you can put, or you can put it in this equation also, whichever equation you can put the value of c, and then you can find the value of a. So they have put in this particular equation, that is the original equation here. Yes, in equation 5 you put the value of 87 is equal to 7a plus 28 bracket 0.023, and when you get it, 87 is equal to 7a plus 0.644. You simplify everything, you ultimately you get the value of a 12.34. Then the trend equation, you use it as y cap, that is y cap is equal to a plus bx plus cs square. So your main task is to substitute the value of a, substitute the value of b, substitute the value of c, which has been done here and written also. So this is a parabolic equation. No doubt it's a time consuming example. I hope today at least you have understood something, and I'm sure in the next class we'll solve few more examples to make things more easier and understandable. Yes, do listen patiently, and thank you for today.